What is up, you guys? So, I have an announcement that I want to make, and this is not an official announcement, so please, don't get too excited because my mom hasn't gotten a phone call yet. So, once my stepdad calls my mom and makes it official, and then I will tell you guys it's official. But I thought I would tell you guys about my step siblings because you guys might be seeing them again, and I didn't want to make like a video or live stream and have you guys see like boys walking around my house and have you guys thinking of me like that bitch that, no, that's not me. And yeah. So anyway, back to my video. So about a year ago, I want to say a year ago, I'm not really sure, if not a year ago, a couple years ago, but no, I feel like it was a year ago, to be honest. Yeah, I think it was a year ago, actually. So a year ago, my mom started seeing this guy named Steve, and we called him Steve. His real name is Steven, but my dad's real name is also Steven, and they're both called Steve. So it was kind of funny when they actually met because it was like they're both Steve. So we had to like figure out like how to call him. Now, obviously, I call him Dad. I call my dad Dad, so it wasn't that big of a deal for me. But for other people, it was. So Charlie, I spank Charlie. Okay, I spank Charlie. I spank Charlie on the booty. That's what I do. Sorry, guys. That's how I talk to my dog whenever he misbehaves to get him to stop. Because my dog will hear a sound and just start barking. And obviously, dogs do that. But when there's no one there, it has me wonder if he's crazy. Because he'll go look out the window and start barking. And then I'll go over there. And I'll look out the same window. And I don't see anything. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I know I have bad eyes. But there's no one walking. There's no car driving by. There's no animals. What are you barking at that requires you to look out a window? Okay, if you hear something, that's cool. But why are you looking out a window? You know what I mean? Anyway, back to my step family. So a year ago, my mom started dating this guy named Steve. And he was freaking amazing. He was probably the chillest guy that my mom has ever dated. And so I'm going to clarify this right now. They have never actually been married, but we consider each other, his kids and I, we consider each other to be brother and sister, aka stepbrother, stepsister, So that's why when I talk about them, I talk about them as like my step siblings because that's what they're like to me. And literally at the time, they were always at my house, but they really felt like brothers. So like I would go on Snap and talk about my brothers all the time. So anyway, now that I clarified that, I want to just let you guys know that they're not my real step siblings, but we consider each other to be step siblings because we see each other, or we used to see each other all the time. So yeah. Anyway, so my mom started dating Steve, and it was amazing, and his kids were amazing. He was amazing. I mean, it was amazing. It was just awesome because, like, he had kids, so he knew how to talk to kids. He knew how to treat kids. Unlike her new man, Dange, I don't even think they're together anymore, but this guy that she used to see, it was just so annoying. Like, he just wouldn't talk to me and Victoria. He would just be quiet. Anyway, Steve was the perfect man, like, next to Mark, but Steve was number one. Steve was the perfect man, and he was really funny, and he would walk into a room. If he were to come right now, he'd go, "What's up, bitches?" You know what I mean? So, like, he was hella funny. So basically, everything was amazing. We did family stuff together. We would go out to eat together. I mean, it was amazing. We'd go to his house. They would come to our house. It was amazing. But here's the twist. Do I need to spank Charlie right now? Is that what I really have to do to make Charlie be a good boy? I shouldn't have to do that, Charlie. I know you're a good boy. Anyway, so basically, my mom felt like Steve was hanging out with his ex-wife too much, and to be honest, when you have kids, I feel like that should be an exception because my mom hangs out with my dad too. Like she'll come over to my dad's house for dinner. My dad will come over here. You know what I mean? No biggie. But to my mom, it's different. Like she's like no, and you know what? To be on my mom's side, like to just in her defense, his ex-wife was posting on Facebook talking about thanks for knocking me up 1,000 times. So I mean, I can kind of get where she was mad because you don't talk like that to somebody that you are not even married to anymore. So anyway, they ended up breaking up, not talking anymore, and Wesley and I and Victoria have been talking. We have a group chat. He told me his dad is still single. My mom is recently single, so I figured we need to do something like ASAP before she finds the wrong guy again. Or even worse, if she gets back with Dange. So, we were talking, and we first were going to like have our parents meet up somewhere without them knowing. And then we were like, oh my God. We came to my mom's house, and me and Victoria came to pick up some cookie dough, and I came to get my medicine because I left it here. And my mom was kind of tipsy, but she did remember what she said the next day, and she totally agrees with it. She totally wants it to happen, by the way. So we were on FaceTime with Wes, so we were like, Mom, look who we're talking to, and we showed her Wes, which is his oldest son. And Mom was like, oh, hi, Wes, how are you? And, they started talking, and we asked if they could come over for Halloween, and she said yes. But Steve doesn't know yet, and Wes hasn't told Steve yet, and we literally have 2 weeks, and it's kind of stressing me out because I want them to be together, but if Wesley isn't going to put in the effort, like, I don't know what to do. You know what I mean? And I'm so tempted to Snapchat Steve myself and be like, hey, So, if Steve agrees to it, they will be joining us for Halloween. And me and Victoria are very excited. I hope it happens because I haven't seen these guys in a really long time. And it would be nice to see them again because I feel like people like them make me happy. And for those of you who don't know, I struggle with depression. So for me to be happy, it's a big deal. If you make me happy, you are a very important person in my life. So I really want to see these guys again. So yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys that the reason why I wanted to do this is because if they do come and I didn't tell you guys, I feel like you guys would probably think it'd be weird if I did a video and you saw boys walking around my kitchen, because you guys, a lot of people who are new to my channel don't know them. But I don't know if there's actually any videos on my channel with them because I don't think I made any videos when they were here, but I'll try. I mean, I don't know, it depends because it's kind of awkward, I don't like putting my phone camera in people's faces, And since I'm not like a legit YouTuber, it's kind of weird, you know what I mean? If I was like, Gabby DiMartino or something, that's different, but I'm not. So yeah, I'm gonna go. But I just thought I would tell you guys that I might get to see my step family again. And if I do, I want you guys to meet them too. So